The race for Virginia's governor enters a critical phase as early voting begins, with the nation's gaze fixed on how voters will weigh in on the Trump administration's policies. This pivotal contest, the first major election after last year's presidential vote, could serve as a litmus test for the current administration's agenda. But here's where it gets controversial. Will Virginians defy decades of tradition and side with the president's party for the first time in 48 years? Let's dive into the details. The two frontrunners, Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earle-Sears and former Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, are already deep into their final push. Polling suggests Spanberger holds a slight edge, but both campaigns are laser-focused on issues that directly impact everyday life. From skyrocketing rents to the cost of prescriptions, affordability is the name of the game. When you're trying to buy your first home or pick up medicine for your family, these aren't abstract problems, they're your reality, Spanberger emphasized after casting her ballot in Richmond. Meanwhile, Earle-Sears is doubling down on economic messaging, linking her platform to Governor Glenn Youngkin's record. At a rally with Youngkin and former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, she declared, "We need to keep cutting red tape and creating jobs." But this is the part most people miss. Ramaswamy's ties to the Trump-backed Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, which has axed thousands of federal jobs, have become a lightning rod. Spanberger isn't shy about connecting the dots. Ramaswamy's policies are why Virginians are losing work. The stakes are monumental. Virginia, home to nearly 150,000 federal workers, second only to California, is projected to shed 9,300 government jobs by year's end. Earle-Sears dismisses the criticism, calling Spanberger a divisive politician and touting Virginia's job growth under Youngkin. "If you want work, we'll give you work," she vowed. But does slashing federal roles truly benefit the state long-term? The answer may lie in how voters balance job creation with the risks of deepening federal retreat. Adding urgency to the race is the tragic assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk at a Utah debate. The attack has left candidates and voters alike grappling with fears of political violence. Spanberger called the killing horrifying, while Earle-Sears condemned it as an attack on free speech. Both campaigns have tightened security, a stark reminder of the volatile climate shaping this election. So what's next? With just weeks until November 4th, the battle for Virginia's future hinges on whether voters will uphold the state's historical pattern of rejecting the president's party, or if Trump's policies and DOGE's agenda will finally tip the scales. And here's the million-dollar question. Will this race set a new precedent, or will tradition prevail? Share your thoughts below. This is one showdown that's far from over.